2026 could bring economic instability, grid failures, or supply chain collapse. When that happens, store shelves empty within hours. The smart families preparing now will survive, the rest will panic. Dollar General operates over 19,000 stores across 47 states, many in rural areas where other retailers do not exist. Right now, 8 specific non-food items sitting on Dollar General shelves will become nearly impossible to find after crisis hits. These are not expensive survival gear requiring hundreds of dollars. These are simple, budget-friendly supplies costing approximately $120 total. Every item on this list serves multiple survival purposes beyond its obvious use. Every item becomes tradable currency when desperate neighbors need what you have. Food stockpiles matter, but these 8 items keep you clean, healthy, safe, and capable of repairs when civilization stumbles. Visit Dollar General this week and buy these items before 2026 uncertainty arrives. Section 1. Household bleach. Bleach becomes liquid gold when water systems fail. At Dollar General, generic bleach costs approximately $2 to $3 per gallon. Clorox runs for $2 to $7 depending on size. This simple chemical could save your family's life. The Centers for Disease Control and Environmental Protection Agency confirmed bleach purifies contaminated water. For clear water, add 8 drops of 6% bleach per gallon. For cloudy water, double that amount. Let it stand 30 minutes. The water should smell slightly of bleach. If it does not, repeat the process. This method kills 99.9% of bacteria, viruses, and pathogens. Beyond water purification, bleach disinfects surfaces during disease outbreaks, sanitizes food preparation areas, kills mold and mildew, cleans wounds when diluted, and treats septic systems. 15 documented survival uses exist for this single product. Critical warning about shelf life. Bleach loses approximately 20% effectiveness after 1 year. Store in cool locations between 50 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Mark purchase dates on bottles, rotate your stockpile. Old bleach still works for cleaning but becomes unreliable for water purification. Section 2. Lighters and matches. Fire means survival. Heat, cooking, water purification through boiling, light, and psychological comfort all depend on flame. At Dollar General, a 5-pack of BIC Classic lighters costs approximately $6 to $7. Multi-purpose long lighters run about $5 for 2. Single pocket lighters cost under $2 each. The IC lighters provide up to 3,000 lights per lighter and last virtually indefinitely when stored dry. Matches also last indefinitely in sealed, waterproof containers. Stock both for redundancy. Modern society takes easy fire for granted. Post-collapse, those without ignition sources face primitive fire-starting methods requiring skill most people lack. Your stockpile of lighters eliminates that problem entirely. Uses extend beyond obvious applications. Start cooking fires and heating fires. Like candles and oil lamps, sterilize needles and small tools. Create smoke signals for rescue. In extreme emergencies, briefly heat knife blades for wound cauterization. Barter value ranks among the highest of all prep items. Lighters are small, lightweight, universally understood, and desperately needed when modern conveniences disappear. One single lighter could trade for significant goods when neighbors cannot start fires. Stock at least 20 lighters and several boxes of matches per household. Section 3. First aid supplies. Medical supplies vanish first during emergencies. Dollar General carries Rexall brand first aid products at budget prices. Gauze pads 25 count cost approximately $3 to $4. Sterile bandage rolls run about to $50 to $3.50 for 2. Adhesive bandages, medical tape, and non-stick pads all cost $2 to $4 each. When hospitals become inaccessible and pharmacies close, minor injuries become life-threatening. A simple cut can kill through infection when antibiotics are unavailable. Proper wound care using basic supplies prevents small problems from becoming deadly emergencies. Stock gauze pads in multiple sizes. Buy rolled gauze for wrapping. Get adhesive bandages from small to large. Include medical tape, butterfly closures for deeper cuts, elastic bandages for sprains and compression, antiseptic wipes, and antibiotic ointment. Add tweezers for splinter removal and scissors for cutting bandages. Shelf life for sealed sterile items extends for years. Store in cool, dry locations. Check packaging integrity periodically. Replace any items with damaged seals. Section 4. Emergency candles. Candles provide light without batteries or fuel. When grid power fails for extended periods, battery supplies eventually deplete. Candles become your backup lighting system with effectively indefinite shelf life. At Dollar General, True Living unscented tea lights 10-pack costs approximately $2 to $3. Each tea light burns for 2 to 6 hours. Pillar candles cost $3 to $8 and burn 30 to 95 hours depending on size. Religious jar candles run $150 to $3 and burn 30 to 50 hours. Calculate your lighting needs. One tea light provides minimal reading light. Multiple candles can illuminate a room adequately. During extended blackouts, budget for 2 to 6 hours of candle light per evening. Beyond lighting, candles provide psychological comfort during frightening situations. Darkness amplifies fear. A single flame calms nerves and maintains morale. Multiple candles in enclosed spaces provide small amounts of warmth during heating emergencies. Safety requires constant attention. Never leave candles unattended. Keep away from flammable materials. Use stable holders on flat surfaces. Ensure adequate ventilation. Fire hazards increase dramatically when emergency responders cannot reach your home. Stock at least 40 tea lights and 6 pillar candles per household. Candles are inexpensive and last decades in storage. Barter value increases during extended blackouts when desperate neighbors need light. Section 5. Rope and paracord. Rope solves problems no other tool can handle. Dollar General carries Pro Essentials paracord 50 feet for approximately $2 to $6. This high-quality nylon cord provides tensile strength up to 550 pounds. They also stock twisted polypropylene rope 50 feet for about $3 to $5 and 100-foot clothesline for similar prices. Paracord earned its name from parachute suspension lines. Military personnel have relied on this cordage for decades. The inner strands can be separated for finer tasks, while the outer sheath handles heavy loads. This single product provides multiple rope thicknesses in one purchase. Survival uses XC20 documented applications. Build emergency shelters by securing tarps to trees. Create ridge lines for tent configurations. Construct snare traps for small game when food runs short. Fashion fishing line from inner strands. Hang bear bags to protect food supplies. Make tourniquets and splints in medical emergencies. Replace broken shoelaces. Secure gear to backpacks. Build ladder rungs between trees. Create clotheslines for drying laundry. Tie down vehicle loads. Bundle firewood for transport. Repair broken handles on tools and buckets. Shelf life is effectively indefinite. Nylon resists rot, mildew, and UV degradation. Store in dry location away from chemicals that might weaken fibers. Section 6. Plastic sheeting and tarps. Shelter materials protect your family when homes become damaged or displacement occurs. Dollar General carries Pro Essentials tarps in multiple sizes. Heavy-duty 6x8 foot tarps cost approximately $6 to $8. Standard 8x10 foot tarps run $8 to $10. Medium-duty 10x16 foot tarps cost $12 to $15. The Department of Homeland Security recommends plastic sheeting with 4 to 6 mm thickness for emergency shelter in-place situations. Heavy-duty tarps from Dollar General meet this standard with 8 mm thickness, water resistance, mildew resistance, tear resistance, and UV protection. One 10x12 foot tarp can shelter up to 5 people in emergency configurations. Create lean-to shelters, tent structures, or windbreaks using rope and available anchor points. Uses extend far beyond emergency shelter. Collect rainwater by creating catchment systems. Cover firewood to keep it dry. Protect vehicles from weather damage. Create privacy screens. Line damaged roofs temporarily. Cover garden beds. Contain debris during cleanup. Serve as ground cover for sleeping. Create shade structures during heat emergencies. Section 7. Bar soap hygiene prevents disease. When running water becomes unreliable and modern sanitation fails, cleanliness determines who stays healthy. Bar soap requires minimal water, works without electricity, and lasts longer than liquid alternatives. At Dollar General, Irish Spring Original 8-pack costs approximately $6.50 to $7.50. 3-packs run about $4. Dial antibacterial 3-packs cost $3.50 to $4.50. Generic multi-packs run $3 to $5. Bar soap has virtually indefinite shelf life when stored dry. The product does not truly expire. Older soap actually improves through curing, becoming harder and lasting longer per bar. May lose fragrance over time, but remains fully functional for cleaning. Store in dry locations. Moisture causes degradation. Uses extend beyond basic washing. Clean hands to prevent disease transmission. Wash bodies with minimal water. Clean wounds with mild soap before bandaging. Great soap for emergency laundry. Use as dish soap when nothing else is available. Lubricate stuck zippers. Mark fabric for cutting. Create bubble solution to detect gas leaks. 1 bar of soap lasts approximately 1 month with regular use. Stock at least 24 bars per household for a 2-year supply. Soap is universally needed, easily divided for trade, and becomes precious when personal hygiene products disappear from shelves. Antibacterial varieties command premium barter value during disease outbreaks. Section 8. Reading glasses vision determines survival capability. Dollar General carries Foster Grand Easy Reader reading glasses in multiple magnification strengths for approximately $5 to $8 per pair. Strengths range from plus 1.00 to plus 3.00 diopters. The American Academy of Ophthalmology confirms these budget reading glasses are perfectly safe and will not damage your eyes. Nearly every adult over age 40 develops presbyopia, the natural loss of close-up focusing ability. By age 50, most people cannot read medicine labels, instruction manuals, or map details without magnification. By age 60, this condition affects virtually everyone. Without reading glasses, critical survival tasks become impossible. Consider what you cannot do without close-up vision. Reading medicine dosages becomes guesswork. Following written instructions for equipment fails. Examining wounds for infection becomes impossible. Reading maps and documents fails. Removing splinters requires magnification. Threading needles for repairs cannot happen. Identifying small parts during equipment repair becomes hopeless. Shelf life is effectively indefinite. Plastic and glass lenses do not expire. Frames may become brittle after many years but remain functional. Store in protective cases to prevent scratching and breakage. Stock multiple pairs in various strengths by plus 1.50, plus 2.00, and plus 2.50 to cover most adults. Keep pairs in different locations: bug-out bag, vehicle, kitchen, bedroom. Glasses break and get lost during emergencies. Barter value is extremely high for aging population. Over 100 million Americans require reading glasses. Those who lose or break their only pair become desperate. A $5 pair of reading glasses could trade for far more valuable goods when someone cannot read their medication bottles or perform essential close-up tasks. 8 items, approximately $120 total at Dollar General prices. Essential non-food supplies that complement your food stockpile and solve critical survival problems. Bleach purifies water and prevents disease. Lighters start the fires that keep you warm and fed. First aid supplies treat injuries when hospitals close. Batteries power your flashlights and radios. Candles provide light when batteries run out. Duct tape repairs everything. Tarps shelter your family. Soap keeps you healthy. Sewing kits extend the life of clothing and gear. 2026 approaches with economic uncertainty, infrastructure vulnerabilities, and supply chain fragility. The families who prepare now will face challenges from positions of strength. The families who wait will join desperate crowds fighting over scraps. Dollar General stores exist within miles of most American homes. Visit this week, buy these 8 items, store them properly. Rotate items with limited shelf life like bleach. Build your non-food stockpile gradually if budget requires, but build it. Your neighbors will think you are paranoid until the day they come knocking. When that day arrives, these 8 budget items become worth more than gold.